What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what's going through my head while me and my partner are shaking out. I've posted this video a few months back, just of the raw footage of me and my partner shaking out. But after I posted it, I really wanted to talk over the top of it just to explain myself a little bit. Maybe it'll help you guys out a little bit on your first connecting job when you're expected to just know everything while shaking out. So I'm going to start it off with, we have a big jag or a little jag of iron coming in a basket. So basically, me and my partner were shaking out and we ran out of room over there. So we made a little package, threw some deck chokes, and then basketed it. This is legal when shaking out if it's still in your hand and you don't fly overhead. Okay, this is not, you don't put stuff in a basket on shakeout hooks and go fly it over the whole job site. Let's start off with that. With that being said, I'm telling my partner right now to help me stand the piece up on top of that jag. There's a curved little piece at the top, and I want, when we come down, I want to make sure it doesn't clap. I want it to stand straight up, just normal, like work-wise. And we get on the same page, so, because I won't be able to do it by myself. You're only as good as your partner. So I'll press play a little bit. So right now I'm already grabbing it, right? My hand isn't in a bad spot here. My right hand over here is not in a bad spot because there's no other iron over there that could clap it. This hand's a little bit on the sketchy side because this could slide down here. But since it's already set, this choker, this basket is already set and it's strong. So it's not necessarily just going to randomly clap. I mean, when you shake out, stuff happens really fast and the iron's very hard to manipulate, especially in a basket. So this isn't really good practice where my hand is over here. So I don't recommend that. I recommend keeping your palm on the flange, like on this side, and then having your fingers straight up. A good habit is to keep your hands open. Don't close your hands over flanges, kind of like how I have right here. That's kind of bad right here, but I still have all my fingers and toes. I haven't lost any of them yet, and I don't plan on any. But I'll press play, and we'll keep going. So as you can see, my right hand is not in a bad spot because the nearest beam's right here. So if that fell this way or if something shook, I wouldn't get hit here. Again, looks like my thumb might be on the inside of that flange. That's not a good practice. I should have my thumb just open. I shouldn't be curving on that. As soon as I touch down, like right now we're still floating. Me and my partner are trying to endo the whole basket. But as it touches, you don't really know what that whole iron pile is going to do. It could all just nest a weird way. So this is not a good practice with my hand right here. But my right hand is not in danger here. But as it comes down, me and my partner are going to fight this piece to keep it vertical so it doesn't fall over. And it's going to set up our next set of moves afterwards. Right here, we're just fighting it to get endo, and I'm putting my foot on that piece to hold it vertical. As we come down, I'm just cutting loose the choker, getting it out of my way. And I'm telling him which side to hook. So I'm trying to go for a 2-for-1 right here. So I hook the inside, and then I tell my partner to hook the same side as me, meaning him hook left. Usually you hook right, and then on his side, he hooks right, and then the piece will come up nice and flat. In this application, I want the bottom of the beam to be crooked. So then the bottom of the beam can hook the top of the next beam, and I can get two pieces for one. It's a little complicated. I'll press play, and I'll keep going from here. I'm just talking to him right now that, hey, We're going to hook this beam. He might be looking at me like I'm a little sideways because not a lot of people do this, but it's really work-wise if you can do it effectively and safe. Keyword is safe. So if your partner isn't super smart and quick, don't try this shit. But Adam's the best partner I've ever had, so he's the man. But as we come up slow, the bottom of the beam flares out, and then I can hook that piece. As we hook that piece, now we got 2 for the price of 1 right there. So let me stop that. So if you can get 2 pieces shook for the same amount of time as 1, if you do that 10 times in a day, you're saving a lot of time here, okay? So the more time you can save, the more contractors make money. Make sure it's safe, but the more money the contractor makes, the more money we as the body will make in collective bargaining agreement, and when you privately negotiate connector pay or different stuff. If you can make somebody money, they will then return give you more money. It's just the quality of life. But I'm going to keep pressing play right here. As we come down, that piece is sitting vertical. Boom. It's easy. Easy peasy. And then we're trying to thread this piece in here. I'm just putting my bottom foot. I put my bottom foot on. Let me go back a little bit here. So like I said, we come down. As soon as that one touches down, I'm going to pause. I put my foot on the bottom flange of that beam there to try to make it vertical, because if I just come down where it's at right now, it's just going to fall over, okay? Again, you're not grabbing the flange on that side, because if it falls over, if you grab the flange over here and it falls over, you're going to lose your damn fingers, okay? So that's all bad. So I'm grabbing up here away from anything, and then my feet are down here. So as it comes down, it'll just stand up vertical. Boom. Then we're just got 2 more pieces to shake real nice and tight. Easy peasy. Just stepping on it. No biggie. A lot of people put their hand on that piece down here. I just kind of step on it. I mean, sometimes you got to put your hand on it if it's a funky hook, but this is a routine hook, not on dirt or anything. We're on a deck floor. This is ideal circumstance right here. You can just put your foot on it and wait for your phone man to give you some up. So as I'm sitting there waiting, I'm telling my phone man, yep, I'm looking good, liking it, continuously talking to him and continuously talking to my partner. So as it comes up, it's getting tight, and then I switch to the hook or switch to the cable. See how my hand is open right here? This is what I was talking about before. You want to get into a habit of not closing your hand. You're closing your fingers around this flange is all bad, because it's only split seconds that you'll lose a fucking finger. So if you keep your palm on the top of the iron and your hand open, you'll have all your fucking fingers after 30 years of ironwork. But I mean, sometimes you need to grip that flange. Just understand that you're in risky business right there. You know what I grab it sometimes, like in the beginning of this video, I was grabbing the top of the flange, right? But I guarantee I understood the consequences of me grabbing there, and it was an educated guess, educated risk. I was doing it probably because I needed to grab it and send it to my partner or something. So you do that very minuscule, just for seconds and stuff. Just understand that that's all bad. So again, I'm just hooking right. He's hooking right. I'm itching why my glove was up by my face is I'm itching my face with the edge of my glove. I don't itch my face. This is a whole nother side rant here. But I don't itch my face with my glove because my glove's all rusty and gross. So I itch it with just this part right here. That's like a sick tip right here. That's Workwise Wednesday for you. A little Workwise tip. Itch your face with the corner part of your cuff, not your gross freaking. This part right here is all bad. But we're talking about shaking out, not itching your face. But same thing. I'm just telling my partner up, telling my phone man, my cousin right here, hey, we're working up, loving it, easy peasy. As it comes up, grabbing this cable here, 2 hands on it. So right here, you can't really tell, but I'm pretty confident my hand's open right here. I'm not closed because the hook, I'm hooking right here, but the other side of the hook is here. So if it shakes and comes up, you can lose your fingers on that side too. That's a really bad. New connectors always put their hands in bad spots when shaking out. A good idea, a good rule of thumb is to put your whole hand like up here in this area because you can't get your hand pinched with the hook. I have a lot of good iron workers have pinched their hand with that. I've been lucky that I haven't, but a lot of good connectors, some way better than me. But put your hand up a little bit away from the hook over here on the flange, not down here at the end of the flange where this freaking hook can just bite you in all sorts of spots. But same thing, I'm shaking. You can kind of see my head was shaking a little bit right there with the camera shook. My GoPro is on my helmet or on my hard hat, so that's why the camera shook. I'm giving my partner and I'm giving the phone man a head nod saying I like where I'm at, fingers, toes, everything's good. As I come down, boom, live to fight another day. But yeah, main thing about this video was just understand that shaking out is dangerous as hell, okay? And to keep your fingers and keep your toes in a good spot. Same thing with watching out for your partner and your phone man. My phone man is in the middle of the pile here, so if I domino the pile, he's toast. Okay, so you gotta. The only reason why Zach, my cousin, is even doing that is because he understands that Adam over here and me are really good at shaking out, and we're not gonna freaking domino the whole pile on him. But I just wanted a little quick video about little voiceover, what I was thinking and why I was thinking it. Little shakeout tips. But as always, work safe and yeehaw.